In this video, we'll demonstrate how to use the cash flow registries to solve for present value calculations for uneven cash flows. And then I'll show you how to use the calculator to get the effective annual rate with different compounding frequencies. So first, let's look at this question. This is from your slides, and as you see, we have an uneven stream of cash flows. We want to go CF, which is cash flows apparently, and we will try to enter the numbers into the calculator. At this point, as you see, I already have some numbers stored. So before I start a new calculation, I would go second, clear work, and make sure all my numbers from previous work were cleared, erased. Now let's start. As you see, you can use up and down arrows to navigate, and the first thing we want to enter is CFO, which is the cash flow at the very beginning. Since in this case we don't have any, we'll just leave it as 0. We go down. The first number we want to enter is the first cash flow, $100. Enter. Make sure you see the equal sign here. Go down. It asks for FO1, which is the frequency of this $100. We only have one of it, so we'll leave it as 1. Go down. Next cash flow, $300. Enter. And we actually have 2 of the 300 next to each other, so we can actually count it twice, tell the calculator that we have 2 of them. Enter. FO2 equals to 2. Now with CO3, since we already counted the $300 twice, CO3, the next cash flow actually is the negative 50. Enter, and that's only one of it. And we are done with the cash flow registries, the inputs. To get the results, we go NPV, and now we have to enter the interest rate, which is 10%. So 10, enter, not 10%. Go down, and we see NPV. The NPV now is 0, that is before you hit the compute button. Once you hit the compute button, you see the result 530.08. Okay, so this is to use the cash flow and NPV buttons to get your results for the present value of this uneven cash flow stream. The next thing we want to look at is the effective annual rate. And we can actually find a shortcut in your calculator. Let's get out of the cash flows, and we go second, interest conversion. So first it asks for the nominal interest rate. We have 12%, so 12, enter. Go down. We will go back to the EFF results to get the results later, but now let's go down. CY asks for your compounding frequency. So if we have, for example, monthly compounding, which is 12 times a year, simply enter 12, and we can go back to the EFF. Don't forget compute, 12.68%. Now if we want to change this to daily compounding, 365 times a year, go back to EFF, don't forget compute, 12.75%. So this is to use second interest conversion function in your calculator to calculate the EFF, or say the effective annual rate, very fast